to April Was a Fool, which I've been trying to record for a while now, but it kept fucking up, and Bandicam and Open Broadcaster both decided they hated me, and now I'm using Open Broadcaster, which is hopefully working as I record this, and if not, I will scream to the high heavens again, I swear to fucking God. And I actually recorded like 20 minutes of footage, but Bandicam, when I tried it after Open Broadcaster, didn't work. Didn't record any sound from the game, which was fucking stupid and it pissed me off. And I decided that in just this one through, I am just going to finish this fucking game because I was at the castle and I stopped recording last time and realized, oh well, there's no sound, it's just my voice. And I did not have the time to figure out if I wanted to even fucking attempt to get music from like the game itself to see. But here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna record 20 minutes, stop, and then keep going. And just record it all at the same time. Okay? We're good? We're good. And I read this at the last part, so let's continue. He dossed off, face flushed with a bright color red. I guess that cheered him up. I'm glad. We continue across the open plains until we reach an inn along the road. Everyone agrees that we need to rest here for the night. Apparently, it's been the tradition to rest at the inn before all of their adventures, whether it's in the direction they need to go or not. That seems like a strange tradition to me, but I won't step on their routine. The inn has a very cozy feeling to it. Wooden walls, wooden tables, wooden dishes. A large man with a strong mustache is sitting at the counter. He smiles warmly at us. I do my best to smile back the same, but it's hard when he likely thinks I'm someone I'm not. My good keep, 5 rooms, the penthouse suite for myself, as usual. Of course he gets it to himself. Although would I get it if I was going down that room? Not would I get it when I get into it. Whatever. We're not gonna go there. The innkeeper gives us the keys to our rooms. Gabby and Blake share one room between the two of them. Wouldn't it make more sense to give them the penthouse suite? Still, I still want to step on their routine. Aaron doesn't seem likely to give it up anyway. Okay, the dealers will be downstairs at the crack of dawn. No wasted time, understood? Yes, ma'am. I'm gonna have to forgive me if I cast a little extra beauty sleep. I have to keep his face looking bright and charming at all times. Seriously? Nah, crack of dawn sounds fine. Owen and Blake not as well. Good, then let's all get some rest and get ready for the real Johnny. We all bid each other good night and head off to our respective rooms. My first adventure. I'm getting excited. The room I've been assigned is just as cozy as the main entrance. There's a tiny fireplace at one end. It's lit and crackling, and the crackling noise, and the smell of burning wood is relaxing. The bed is warm, and there's a small table with some fresh bread and cured meat on top of that, and a delicious scent to mingle with the fire, which makes me crave prosciutto, which is delicious. It's fancy ham, but damn, it's a good ham. There's a set of pajamas spread out on the bed that look soft and inviting, and I rest myself into them. They're a bit small, but they'll do, since I wasn't given any time to get any of my real clothes. I sit the Barmaid dress on a chair and leave it in the fireplace so it'll be warm when I put it on the next morning. It would have been nice to have something to buy something. It would, despite the fact I played this before, like this section, it would have been nice to have had time to buy something in my uniform, but oh well. As I nestle myself under the covers and get ready to drift off, there's a knock on my door. Not thinking, I ask him to come in. Hello. What is he doing here? I'm sorry too. It's just Gabby snores really loud, so I would often sleep in April's room. Is it okay if I'll sleep on the floor, please? Can I stay here for the night? Would you mind that? No. And what was my... Okay, here's what we did last time. Blake seems unsure at first, but eventually he crawls into bed beside me. The warmth of his body near mine forced me to realize how awkward his suggestion was. He's laying with his back towards me, but that doesn't stop me from feeling very confident of the fact I'm only in my PJs. Is this okay? I quickly assure him it's fine, but I'm not so sure myself anymore. The words allow him to relax a bit. Moments of silence pass before he speaks again. This is nice. When I first joined the team, April used to let me sleep in her bed too whenever I was scared. Gabby never does that. She's supposed to be my sister, but she makes me sleep on the floor. She hates me so much. Making your little brother sleep on the floor is rather awful, but does she really hate him as much as he says? I've only just met everyone, so I have no place saying otherwise, but I find it a bit hard to believe. Reaching a hand out, I placed it on his shoulder, hoping to offer some support. Also, this is the part where I started screaming in the previous playthrough because I thought this was fucking adorable, which it is. Look at it. Look at his little pouty face. And April always has this sort of, facial expression no matter what's going on. His muscles are tense. We should give him a back massage. I'm sorry. I'm whining and keeping you up. We should get some sleep. When Gabby says the crack of dawn, she means it. Good night, Tangerine. Following my own good nights, the room falls silent. I roll over the other way and inch as far as I can to the other side of the bed. Just not exactly how I expected to spend my first night with these people. I get my hand, just visible in the dark room. I recall the tensed up muscles in Blake's shoulder and the sad words in his voice. He wants more than anything for the others to respect him. My fingers curl into a fist. I'll help him make that dream come true. I'll make sure of it. Closing my eyes, I finally drift off to sleep, our snores echoing loudly off the walls of the inn. A few days have passed since we slept at the inn. None of the night has rewarded us with an equally comfortable sleeping environment. I've learned to sleep on leaves, rocks, roots, pale branches, and even soggy water beds. I don't think I'll be doing that one again anytime soon if I have things my way. Everyone was starting to look worn down until we reached the forest. This is Branch's woods. It means we're halfway to our destination. Seriously? Only halfway? I forgot how much of a pain traveling is. Halfway is great. That means it's just another 5 days or so and we'll be at our destination. Hint's right. Whatever. Just a little longer will be at Castle Evo. Isn't that great, Tangerine? I nod. 5 more nights sleeping on forest refuge isn't the most confident sounding thing, but 5 more nights with them, 5 more nights until we save the world, that has a nice feeling to it. When we get there, I'll use my sword and cut down evil, just like a true hero, just like a Destiny should. Right. Sure you will. Why don't you just keep staying out of the way so you don't get yourself killed? That really is what you're best at. Overall, Johnny, Blake hasn't done much fighting. I wonder, just what role did he play in the last time they saved the world? It's an innocent question, but Blake locks up. That's... well... Oh, come on, tell her. She wants to know. What's the great hero Blake you did to save the world? Don't worry, Blake. It's nothing to be ashamed of. Holding back the reinforcement is just a noble task of taking on the big bad itself. You can only say that because you got in the last hit. Oh no, holding off the little dredge would have been really helpful if that's even what you were doing, rather than swinging your sword and crying the whole time like the baby you are. Gabby's words freeze the brother. He can't seem to force any words out. Gabby, that's not nice. You're lucky I'm plucked you out of that situation before you got yourself hurt. Do you know what those demon lords spawn like to do? First, they put up in your ribcage. Next. Okay, that's enough of that. They take your still beating heart and... I said that's enough, gun. Okay, sorry. I would have killed it anyway, but you were still lucky. Continuing on. Can we just agree that Blake is more like a cute little mascot and less like a hero and move on with things? A mascot? Yes, like our pet. With a tease irreplaceable and adorable shaggy dog. You bark at the enemies and tuck your tail between your legs and whimper to one of us comes to your rescue. It's nothing to be upset about. All good adventures in a dog. Dogs feel like nurturing, they bark when things are upsetting nearby. You might not be so good at the nurturing part, but you certainly have a good nose for danger. Was that supposed to be encouraging? You're going way too far, Aaron. Blake was ready to cry. His fists are shaking at his sides, head hung low, and his shoulders are slumped forward. Just punch the rich-ass snob, Blake. Break his nose, smash his face in, then let him walk all over you like that. Blake flinches but doesn't move. Is he considering it? I am. Yeah, I really am. I mean, I can't really punch him, but he kind of fucking has it coming. I'll do it for you if you want. Say that's not the right idea. either. You just missed anyway. Finally, Blake's resistance fails him. He lets out a great whine and starts to sob before running off deep into the woods. Taking a moment to send dagger-like letters to the rest of the party, I went off after Blake. The area goes darker around me as I run. I can still hear the sound of Blake crying, and that helps me find him. He's sitting on a fallen tree, rubbing his eyes and sniffling. I approach slowly, hoping not to startle him. When he doesn't jump, I sit down beside him. For a moment, none of us say anything. We just sit. The air in this part of the forest is heavy and cold. It's quiet, save for the sound of Blake's tears and almost unnerving. My eyes scan the tree line carefully, but nothing seems to be there. I'm sorry. I dragged you all the way out here. I don't mind. I came after him on my own. The things the others said weren't right. I need him to know that I don't agree with them. They never used to treat me like this. When April was alive, they never did this. We always worked together. We always had fun. She always looked out for me. I know what happens if I do one thing. So I'm kind of gonna not say this one. Yeah. He smiles softly and nods. That's it exactly. She's the only one who ever has. I've always been small and I've always been weak, but April didn't see those things. She saw me for what I wanted to be. Brave, strong, a real hero. All my life I thought I wasn't cut out for the destiny I've been given, but April, she never treated me like I wasn't cut out for it. She always complimented me when I did things right. She knew I struggled with being proud of myself and having confidence in myself, so she always did it for me. If I made a mistake, she'd help me learn to do it right. If I was scared to push forward, she always told me I'd be okay. When she was here, I think everyone else understood me better too. They listened to her encouraging me and they followed suit. But when she died, they changed. Because it was my fault. You know, I can't hardly remember how Gunn sounded when he said things like, You had less bruises today, good luck. The feeling of Owen ruffling my hair and saying, I'll see you a night to sleep if you land another blow like that seems like a memory from a dream. Even Kent was nicer. I mean, Kent's okay now, but he used to teach me new techniques. Really cool stuff, like how to chop off an enemy's head with one string, how to break a man's arm with a well-timed kick. It's not easy for me to imagine Kent doing either of those things, but now is not the time to ask about that. They blame me for it. I know that's why. I can't be mad at them. They're right to hate me. April and I went to Dead Peace together to fight the dragon. It was just the two of us. Everyone else was busy, but she said we should go anyway for the experience. When we got there, I couldn't do anything. She was telling me what to do, but I couldn't do it. The dragon bathed everything in flames. Everything was on fire. It was too much. It made me think of... I couldn't fight back in that. It cost April her life. He can't seem to say it, but he didn't need to. I understood. It's too much. For someone like Blake to go through that, to watch the one person who understood him die because he wasn't brave enough, is horrible. I reach out, wrapping my arms around him and pulling him close. He doesn't object and instead snuggles into me, his tears soaking the front of my shirt. It's not fair. Why can't I be brave? They all hate me now, especially Aaron. I hug him tighter. I can't hold back my own tears now either. His arms wrap around me as well. We sit there, close together, crying. His sobs turn to roars again and screams of frustration. He screams into my chest, screams and screams. I grip him as tight as I can and scream with him. It was a bad idea. We both snap out of our childish tangents and turn our attention back to the sounds of twigs breaking. Blake slips his arms away from me and pulls them out of my hold. His face, wet with tears, is stunned and serious. Another sound. Something is out there. Owen, is that you? No answer. Gabby? Again, no answer. He stands slowly, his hand resting on the pommel of his sword. Tangerine, don't move. I sit as still as I can. Blake's eyes are surveying the area, watching for any sign of movement. He turns quickly, drawing a dagger he had concealed on his leg towards the sound. The knife soars through the air, and a human gargle follows the meaty plunk of the knife hitting flesh, tells us it found its target. My heart takes a moment to swell with pride before fear sets back in. At once, something large crashed out of a thick wall of trees. It's huge, but perhaps small by a dragon standard. Its wings don't seem big enough to lift out of the ground. Its arms and legs are primitive and poorly formed. The scales are the same mucky color as the swamp-like floor. Tangerine! Run! I can't move. I can't even stand. No, not at a time like this. Not now! It seems Blake can't move either. His arms are shaking. His throat rattling with emotion. His legs have been locked in place. The dragon locks at our walls, the sound reverberating off the trees around us. I call out to him, encouraging him. He can do this! I know he can! Please, Blake! It's about to go down! At the sound of my voice, he snaps out of his trance. Not again. The dragon charges, but with his stout legs, it's more like a wallet that Blake easily dodges. A grotesque sound fills the air as Blake's sword slices off one of the dragon's wings. The creature, rearing his head up in pain, lifts out a pain roar and swings his tail at Blake. He jumps, pulling the tail, and as soon as his feet are back on the ground, works his force to deliver the final blow. I won't lose another person that believes in me! The dragon's tail swipes left, the dragon's tail swipes right, his chest wide open. Blake draws his sword deep into his skeleton flesh. I can hear the sound of ribs crunching under the blade's force. It won't be long now before the heart is pierced. Who was this? Blake? In the dark shadows of force, he looks like he is glowing with a radiance that can only be described as heroic. The dragon's recovering from his earlier missed blow, the tail starting to swing back around. The tail is long and covered with rigid spikes. At the end is a cluster of spikes heavy enough to break a man's head to pieces with only a little force. That tail, that ball of spikes, is stung to the edge with Blake's head right now. Ignoring his earlier order to stay still, I move. I'm not sure what I'm planning to do, but I need to do something. Even if Blake manages to kill the dragon, the tail will still complete a circle and take his head right off. I can't allow that. Without thinking, I snuff myself to Blake's side, knocking both him and myself to the ground. His sword is still lost in the dragon, the tail soars over the top of our heads. What are you doing? This is dangerous! I'm out of breath and can't answer. We can hear the sound of the dragon crashing to the ground behind us, this loss of blood from Blake's attack finally killing it. It's dead. It's dead and we're both alive. Relief washes over me. It's the most exhilarating feeling I have experienced in my entire life. We're alive! My face drops into Blake's chest, laughing. Blake fidgets under my weight. What's so funny? Nothing. Nothing is funny. I can't explain why I'm laughing. We're both alive. I'm just so happy. Stop laughing. But he's laughing too now. His arms find their way around me again, and I press my face hard against his chest. None of us can stop now. We hear the sound of hurried footsteps in the distance. Whatever is coming is headed towards us, but we don't bother moving. Instead, we continue to lay on the damp forest floor, his arms tight around me, my hands built into balls on top of his chest plate, laughing. My, what do we have here? I'm suddenly very conscious of my position. I'm still laying on top of Blake, with his breath on my hair, his raised knee pressing gently against my thigh, and his arms holding with so much strength in my chest is pressed uncomfortably against his armor. At the same time, he realizes very well. Oh, you just now got a little weird. I kind of had to readjust my position because I'm getting back problems. He lets go quickly and lays as flat as possible as he can. Out of all the noise, I thought you two were getting your asses kicked, but it turns out he was just having some smashing hardcore. Let's not finish that thought, shall we? I slip and explain our situation. My words are frantic, and Blake joins in with equally desperate attempts to clear our names of scandal. Gabby glances at the dragon. You managed to kill that little run dragon on your own? No, Tangerine helped. She saved my life. Of course. Seems like people are always saving your life. Lucky for you, otherwise it would be just another case of you messing up and getting people killed. It's not like you've never. I stand, the action cutting Blake's words short. With defiance in my eyes, I stare at Gabby. Blake had fought bravely. She needed to know that. She listened to the full story with a bored expression. Is that so? Am I supposed to be impressed by that? It's true! It's Tangerine. You shouldn't stand up for him, or you'll just end up another fool like April. Little job! If you baby him, he'll never learn his lesson. You keep treating him like a kid and telling him, good job, Blake, and he'll never change. We still came a little ways from here. Let's go. The sound of Gabby's heavy boots crunching the ground as she leaves starts to drop the mood in the water. Each red motoring noise the swamp will cover the leaves, breaking on the foot causes like the flinch. Only Owen is left now, his eyes narrowed towards the both of us. Owen, Lady, thank you for saving Blake. Heaven knows he doesn't deserve it. Douche. I mean, even if, like, April dying was partially his fault, but it was also partially April's fault because she went and she knew Blake had problems with being able to kill shit or be a warrior. So you can't blame Blake for this entire thing happening. But I guess it's easier to blame Blake than, I don't know, admitting that April herself fucked up. He leaves next. Although his feet don't make quite an impressive sound, Blake still sings falling from to himself as he goes. Once he's gone, Blake grabs his sword from the chest of the dragon, swings it against the tree. The block splits, splinters of wood falling to the moist soil. He hits it again. Again. I hate them! He doesn't mean it. I know that. From his own reaction to his words, he knows that too. I place my hand on his shoulder and his arms drew, sword slipping from his grip. Why do you always patronize me? Why do they hate me so much? I don't want to hate them, but the way they treat me, it's not fair. Tangerine, I'm brave, right? I agree. I'm strong. I agree again. Yet, I'm still such a failure. No, that's not true, but I can't really say that. Unlike April, I can't tell him what he did wrong in that fight. I can't tell him how to use his strength and courage and who the hell he wants to be. I can encourage him, but that's not what he needs. Not now. My hand slides from his arm and falls to my side. Thank you for believing in me. And this is where I had stopped the previous part before I realized my recording wasn't working properly. And I'm going to save again. Yeah, even though this is technically the same one as that one. And I'm going to end this part here. Hopefully I managed to relatively competently edit out the little weird fuck up thing that happened because for whatever reason the game unforced me itself. I don't know. Apparently forces or conspiring to stop me from doing LPs. But I digress. I hope you enjoyed the game so far. I imagine the next part is going to be the last. Hopefully it doesn't last that long. This part has only about 22 minutes. It's actually a bit shorter than like previous recorded. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!